Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really going deep into who we think we are,
Yeah.
exploring beyond that familiar self. We're looking at excerpts from The Soul's Unveiling, Beyond Identity and Illusion by Dr. Simmet.
Mhm.
And it poses this really big question for you.
Mhm.
What if who you really are is, well, beyond the self you perceive every day?
That's exactly it. That's the mission today. We want to unpack Dr. Simmet's ideas, help you see how deep these illusions of self can run.
What's beyond them?
Right. And it's not about becoming someone new. It's more like remembering something that's always been there fundamentally.
Okay, so Dr. Samit jumps right in, talking about this illusion of identity. He says, basically from birth, we're pulled outward.
Mm.
We learn to identify with things outside us, our names, how we look, what we achieve. He puts it like the illusion sets in, I am this form, I am this face, I am this mind. It's subtle, isn't it?
Incredibly subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this conditioning from society, it makes us truly believe we are these labels.
Mhm.
Your job, your role in the family, even just your body. Right.
But Dr. Smith's clear that's really only part of the story. We kind of stop there at the surface.
And he gives this great metaphor. He says, imagine the mind as a sheet of glass.
Yeah.
Clear it first. But then he asks, what happens when thoughts begin to settle on it like dust?
And that's where it gets really interesting. These thoughts, the worries, the fears, memories, what you
But when
want.
that mental chatter.
Exactly. It layers up like dust, and your view gets a little dimmer, right?
Yeah.
And the critical point he makes is we forget we're the light behind the glass.
Hmm.
We're not the dust. We're not even the glass. We're the awareness that's watching it all.
The awareness watching, like a witness.
Precisely. The witness, the watcher, just observing, thoughts, feelings without getting totally tangled up in them. It's the constant thing behind all the changing stuff.
That dust on the glass really paints a picture. But it makes you wonder, why does the mind do that? Why obscure things? Is it trying to protect us somehow? Well, that gets into what Dr. Simmet calls the mind's survival game. He says the mind is both clever and dangerous.
Okay.
Its main game is survival, and it survives through distraction. It tells you your worth is all about your appearance, what you own, relationships, your resume.
Always pushing for more.
Always more. It's terrified of silence, actually, because Dr. Simmet says in silence, its illusions collapse. It doesn't want you to remember what's beyond the dust.
Wow. So, okay, if the mind's playing this game, how do we see past it?
Mm.
Is there a way to experience that truth, to get a glimpse behind the veil?
Yes, definitely. And Dr. Simmet points to specific moments where something breaks through.
Like,
Maybe in the stillness of early morning, before the world wakes up, or deep meditation when thoughts start to quiet down.
Mhm.
Or even, he says, in a moment of intense focus, like cooking, walking, creating something, even just breathing, times when you're just present.
Right, like getting lost in something you love doing.
Exactly. Time just disappears. You're not thinking about your to-do list at all. In those moments, he says, the dust lifts, the mind quiets, and you glimpse yourself.
Not the identity.
Not the identity, but the essence. And he describes this essence as the part of you that does not age, the part that was never born and will never die,
The witness.
the witness, the watcher, the soul, whatever name you give it.
So, if you have one of those glimpses, even a tiny flicker,
Hmm.
what does that mean for your journey then?
Well, Dr. Simmet suggests that once you've seen even a flicker of this truth, the old world starts to fall apart a bit.
How so?
Material things might seem less important. Getting approval from others feels, well, hollow. Even difficult things like pain might feel less personal.
What's personal?
Yeah. You start to realize, as he puts it so beautifully, you are not the storm. You are the sky it moves through.
That's a powerful image.
It really is. And this real journey, then, it isn't about adding more layers, becoming something new. It's about unlearning.
Unlearning everything that isn't you.
Exactly. Seeing the mind and body for what they are, tools, useful tools, but not mistaking them for who you truly are.
So it's really about peeling back those layers, unlearning that conditioned identity to find, or rather, remember, that core essence.
Precisely. Remembering the sky, not just focusing on the storm clouds passing through.
Wow. That image, you were the sky, not the storm, really sticks.
It's a fundamental shift in perspective, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
So here's something to think about as we wrap up. What dust, maybe subtle, might be obscuring your view right now? And what small moment of stillness, maybe even today, could help you glimpse that light behind it all?